It's really magnificent, isn't it?
Well, why don't we hear world? So this is control.
Tell you.
Achievement is a line of credit that helps me sleep better at night.
It sure will, as soon as we get you signed up for automatic savings.
Blame your debt for ruining your health.
Exclusively on the set of their new film.
All right, you're listening to the Wizard, WZRD-Chicago. It's 5 o'clock. It's time for you to drive home from work. It's like 90-something out right now and really humid. It's really nasty out, and your air conditioning isn't working. So you're just trying to drive and get a breeze in your car, but the problem is there's so much traffic, you're just kind of sitting there, and there's really not much of a breeze. WZRD is absolutely unique. There's very few places you can go to do what we do, which is good old-fashioned freeform radio invented by hippies back in the 70s. Okay, post-hippies. It's all about freedom. It's the most free radio that a person can possibly do anywhere in the world. And we're in a big city like Chicago with a potential audience of over 1 million people just on the north side of Chicago and in some of the suburbs. And it's about freedom. You're free to say what you want, think what you want, no matter how unpopular it may be, within reason. I mean, we're not going to go tell people to run out and overthrow the government, even if they should.
WZRD is very fortunate to be pretty unrestrained in our programming decision-making.
God grant that we shall not demand your hated blood instead of land, when hunger will unite our ties, and poverty will make us rise. E'en in your graves we shall chastise you and your band.
We have like 16,000 albums in each format, which are different from each other.
Nobody here, including people who've been here a long time, more than I have, knows everything in the collection. It's just too vast. Records, CDs, we have 12-inch records, 7-inch records, some 10-inch records, some cassettes.
Stuff that is not accessible in any other format. Some of it's really limited press or out of print. Some of it's just strange and you're not going to hear it anywhere else. And I mean, whether you love it or hate it, you're going to hear a variety of stuff and you're going to learn something new.
You're listening to WZRD-Chicago. At this time, we break away from Alternatives Radio's interview with Noam Chomsky that may advance your understanding of the insanity of the moment. Money for bombs and wars, money for the corrupt Pakistan government, money for the illegitimate government in Israel to make war on its neighbors, destabilize the Middle East, but no money for jobs in this country.
Well, WZRD I tries to make itself distinctive, not just in its musical programming, but also in its informational programming.
The Wizard is pretty useful, news and I don't know, you don't really hear gossip and I don't know, it's not garbage.
I don't know. It's kind of just been trashed over the decades by everyone who's come through, and it links the history together, and there's a lot of history all over the walls. So.
And as soon as I walked in the door, I realized that I had found a home, and it had the wild and crazy cast of characters, rebels and misfits, and people that I felt like I belonged with, because we share a certain kind of worldview, not only about music but about politics and questioning authority.
What do you think